Greetings, good sirs and fair maidens. 'Tis I, RJ. This intro is going to be a little bit longer than usual. First off, I'd like to inform you that this episode is only the first half of a session, as the recording was a bit longer than 2 hours, which is about a half hour to an hour longer than normal. Therefore, I've split up the audio and will be uploading the second half as the second episode in the spin-off campaign, which is why this episode kind of ends a little weird and the next one starts kind of a little weird. I'd also like to apologize for the sound quality of this episode. We had another weird last-minute setup due to the regular group not being able to meet, much like in the last episode, so it may sound a bit unbalanced, and there's quite a bit of noise that happens in the background, with other people getting food in the kitchen or going out the door, plus the dog walking through on occasion. I apologize again for all that, and I do not plan to use the same location to record again, but as I mentioned before, the next part of this spinoff was from the same session, so that episode will have these background noises and such, and I apologize again profusely for all the audio issues in this episode. However, if by chance you like the show, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to be the first to hear of new episodes. And if you can, please leave us a review. Definitely leave us a rating if you listen to us through iTunes. It really helps. Or leave a like if you watch this through YouTube or whatever. Don't forget to please share the show with your friends, as it's one of the best ways to grow our listener audience. You can find us on several social media platforms, including Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, and Instagram. If you make a post on social media, don't forget to include the hashtag RealmsNerds. That's all one word, RealmsNerds. I'd like to thank my sister Mandi and our dear friend Ray for joining Ash and I for this episode. It was a lot of fun to DM for them and to have now taught all three of my sisters how to play D&D. We really enjoyed recording this session. Thanks to our friend Kyle for coming up with the show's main theme. I cannot thank you enough. I'd also like to thank you for listening. We really appreciate you very much. Alright, this introduction has gone on long enough, I think. So now let's delve into the realm of the Darkness of Xarthemis. Let's introduce our characters. I'm going to start off with Ray, since you were the furthest from me. Tell us a little bit about your character. I guess, at the very least, let me know your character's name, class, race, and I guess anything else you deem important.
Alright. In Goliath culture, they have 3 names: a regular name, a first name, a nickname, and a clan name.
Okay, what's your character's name then?
So he's a giant gnome.
His name is, his first name is Tyr.
Tyr?
Tyr. Tyr.
Okay.
His second name is, Snowstrider. And his last, I haven't come up with a clan name.
So, you said Snowstrider?
Snowstrider.
Oh, I thought Snowstrider was like, so he's like a snowboarder dude. I dig it.
A snowboarder Goliath.
Alright. So, and then your character is a...
Barbarian.
Barbarian? Alright. Anything else you'd like to tell us about your character?
It's chaotic good.
Chaotic
He's
good.
an outlander.
Alright. Mandi, what have we got for you?
We have a gnome, and she...
Is it a forest gnome?
Forest
or
gnome, yes.
Okay.
She's a forest gnome.
She. And Tyr's a he, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
And so gnomes have lots and lots and lots of names. It's just so much fun.
Brandon was very about that.
When dealing with other people, we tend to choose 3 of them. The standard name, the family name, and then a nickname.
Okay.
And the personal name, the clan name, the nickname I have is Harkana, Harkana, Chipoffin, Chip, plus Offin, Smokelash.
Alright, and then she is a...
Rogue.
Okay.
Charlatan.
Charlatan? Alright,
Batman.
anything else?
She is chaotic neutral. She likes to
okay.
have fun.
Alright.
Girls, they want to have fun.
Quite.
And then Ash.
Obviously, my character's name is Dave.
Yes,
He's an orphan, so he has no last name.
I really love your character.
He is a half-elf. He has a background as an acolyte. He is a cleric, and he is chaotic good.
All right. Anything else that you deem important to let us know before we begin?
Not at all.
All right. So, in the hills of the land lies the city of Dawning. Here, our adventurers find themselves at the estate of the Duke of Dawning. He informs you of the dark history of the city and of the recent events that have transpired, leading him to contract you three to investigate. In the last age of the world, the city of Dawning was not the thriving cityscape you know it to be today. It was a sullen, broken land, practically destroyed by its ruler, the wretched Xarthemis. He was a ruthless elf who dabbled in the dark magics of the world. He ruled for 20 long years before the good men of the land could stop him, and only with the help of a mighty halfling sorcerer by the name of Atrum. She and the men managed to kill Xarthemis and his followers after a much difficult battle, and confine their corpses to a twisted dark crypt. This crypt was set up outside of town, and was warded to keep others out, and his remains caged there forever undisturbed. However, I have recently been informed that the magical seal has somehow been broken, and the crypt invaded about a month or two ago. We believe it may have been a small band of goblins who seek to plunder the treasures that were buried with it. I want you three to go into the crypt and investigate to see if our theories are correct. Upon your return, I will pay you each 500 gold, and, of course, while you're searching below, feel free to keep any treasure you may find there as a bonus to your payment. He then gives you a map to lead you out of town to the entrance of the crypt, where you find yourselves. You see footprints and such clearly left in the ground by goblins at the entrance.
Hey, look. Goblin footprints.
The entryway appears open, and you venture inside.
So where are we at?
You enter through the doorway and find yourself in a large, empty, circular room. There are 8 doorways in this room, including the entryway you came through. All the doors are evenly spaced about the circumference of the room, all of them with doors of similar appearance, all closed. As the last adventurer steps through the doorway, a door exactly like the others behind you closes, and 8 torches, each one evenly spaced between 2 doors, ignite. The torches are embedded into the wall and cannot be removed.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see any signs of the goblins in this place?
Okay.
Whether or not I can see which door they went through?
Sure.
Oh, fuck, that's a 2.
Was it 2?
Yeah.
Alright, no, you don't notice anything of the sort.
You see 8 doors.
Alright, you have 8 doors. What would you guys like to do?
What are the doors made of, first of all?
They're made of stone.
Okay. I don't know. There's just like 8.
Does anybody else
Okay,
know
I'll roll a
check?
perception check to see if I can see any evidence of the goblins going around.
Okay.
Oh, that's just swell. I got a 5.
Okay, you do not notice anything.
I also take a quick look around. Now,
Okay.
what do I do?
You would roll a
perception
d20, which is a 20-sided die, and then what kind
I
of
was gonna
check
say
are you
what-
trying to make?
You will add perception to it, which in your case is 0.
Okay, so it's
Oh,
19.
God damn.
Okay.
So I look around.
You look around, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary. Everything seems the same. I mean, there's not really been any dust that's gathered here because it's been sealed, so there's nothing that could have been left as really a trace of any source of the goblins.
Is this entire room made of stone? Like everything in it? The floor?
Yeah,
The
basically.
walls? Damn. We need to leave like some kind of marker at the door we just came through to make sure we remember not to try that door, because there's 8 doors. I have 10 candles. I'm going to lay a candle down in front of the door we just came in through. On the
Okay.
floor. Just
All right.
right dead center in front of it.
All right.
Just so we remember not to go
Okay.
through that door.
Is there any ledge on the door, or is it little, like, how high is the ledge on the
Are
door?
you talking
Thank
about a
you.
door frame?
Yeah,
No, there's no door frame.
no door frames.
No.
So these all have handles and everything, right?
Yeah, you can open the doors and enter the rooms.
Okay, let's just try a door. Okay.
How about we just go forward?
Okay, yeah, let's just do the one up.
So I'd like to just cut off half a foot of string that I have in my
Mhm.
burglar's pack and tie it on the handle of the door behind me.
Okay.
Well, that's a good idea, too.
Oh, well, there you go. I'll just bring my candle
So
with
give
me
me a
then.
second
I'm gonna pick my candle back
make
up.
sure. Say, I don't trust your candle.
Whatever.
Also, it's not fun enough.
All right, but yeah, you agree we want to go through the door straight ahead of us? I mean, we got to try something.
Fine.
All right.
Fine, we'll try
Let's
the
do
one
it.
directly ahead of us.
All right, you enter through the door directly in front of you. When you enter the room, there's a kind of short entryway that is just large enough to fit the 3 of you in there. Inside, it is a small circular room that is lit by an embedded torch, and inside are 3 goblins who are squabbling over something.
Can I take out my bow real quick and take a shot at one and try to
Do
get
an opportunity attack?
Yeah,
An opportunity
try to get a sneak attack.
In the time it takes you to pull up your bow, they are ready to attack, so we're just going to roll initiative.
All right.
Coolio stasis.
Oh, come on!
So 18 for me.
I rolled
18.
2.
20.
Wow. Technically 22.
All right, first up
No,
is
that's
Harkana. You have 3 goblins.
I guess that I just run up to the nearest goblin with my rapier and take a slash at him.
All right, I need you to roll a d20 to see if you hit him.
14.
14 is not going to do it. You run up there and you swing at him and you just whiff.
Cool.
You miss.
That sounds like fun.
All right, next up is Tyr.
I run up to one next to the one that she tried to get at,
Mm-hmm.
and I attack him with my axe.
Okay.
Yeah. That is 16.
16 is going to do it. Go ahead and roll damage.
5? These are cursed.
Okay.
They have to be.
So, next up is the goblin that you just attacked. And he is going to retaliate against you. He's going to slash at you with his scimitar. Wow, that is going to be 19 versus AC.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Alright, so scimitar is going to be 1d6 plus 2. 5 damage.
Okay.
So, next up is one of the other goblins. He is going to attack Harkana. And he's also going to use a scimitar that is 11 versus AC.
No, you missed her.
I missed her? Alright. He
What's
swings at
AC and
he
how does
swings
that work?
he swings at you and
Okay.
you miss. The AC
I
is
was
your
gonna say,
armor
please.
class.
AC is your armor class.
Okay, so I get it.
He has to
His
beat
was-
that to
yes,
hit
and
you.
he
Yep.
didn't. Got it.
Alright,
Thank you.
the third goblin is now up and is going to attack Dave. And that is going to also be 19 versus AC.
Good God!
God, I didn't
You
realize
beat
goblins
me,
had strength
dumbass.
that's so high.
I like how he
All right.
starts it off right off
So-
the bat with
You chose the
a...
room. 8 damage.
Good Lord, I'm down to 3.
You're the cleric, so you're going to have to deal with that. Next up is Dave.
Where are you guys at?
9.
You're at 9. I'm at 3. Forget you people. You're on your own.
Yo.
I've got... Okay. I forgot to write down how many stupid spell slots I have. I think I
By
have
the way,
3.
Ray,
No,
the
2.
goblin that you hit is looking real bad.
I'll bet he is. I am casting Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Good Lord.
Forget us.
My spellcast modifier, I got 9 points back.
That's going to bring you back to your max HP.
Yep, back to my max HP.
Alright, cool.
Thank God.
By the way, this room is small enough that there isn't really any way to get away. Everybody's pretty much always going to be within range.
Mm-hmm.
Dear
So-
Lord. There goes one spell
Alright,
slot.
next up, we are back to Harkana.
Kill the goblins.
Kill the gerblins.
Great.
Kill the goblins.
Kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit.
I know that I'm still
Kill
going to be
the
within
beast.
range, but just because it makes me feel more comfortable, first I take a quick roll backwards towards the door as
Okay.
I get my short bow out and shoot it at the second closest goblin so that it's not the one that's almost dead.
How close
Okay.
is that goblin to her?
This is a small room.
It's going
only
to say
about
we're
10
always
feet
within
wide.
range.
Because
That.
ranged attacks within 5 feet have
Yes.
disadvantage.
Do they now?
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
That means you just got to roll d20 twice and take the lower number.
Okay.
So, if you want to go ahead and use your bow and attack, you can do that.
All right.
But
And
you'll just use disadvantage.
you said that I'm at disadvantage? All right.
If you use your bow.
I'm going to try that. That's 5, so it's problem.
Okay.
And a 7, so it's a 5.
5.
Plus 4 is 9.
That is not going to hit.
Didn't think so.
You take a
Didn't
shot
sound like.
and it hits the back wall.
Yep.
Next up is Tyr.
I'm gonna chop at the goblin that I chopped at before.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 9.
Not going to hit.
Well, we're off to a great start.
Alright, next up is the goblin that you tried to hit. He is going to attack you again. So 17 versus AC.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's gonna hit me.
Okay. So he's
We're
going
going to get the hell out of experience out of this if we live.
Or at least the long
He
rest.
deals
Yeah, no kids.
6 damage.
Okay. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Next up is one of the other goblins who is going to attack Harkana. And he is actually going to use a short bow against you.
With disadvantage.
So, yep. 12, no,
Still didn't.
13.
Mine says 13. So
13.
Advantage goes to the roller.
Okay, so that would be me, so it does hit, and that is also 1d6 plus 2.
You're gonna kill us all.
yeah, no kidding.
6 damage.
Oh, now I'm down to 3.
Next up is the third goblin, who is going to attack Dave with a short bow. So that is 6 plus 8 is... Oh, wait. We gotta retcon this whole battle.
Why?
I wasn't using the right numbers. It's actually not 8, it's -1. Okay, you can take your spell slot back. Everybody just gets max HP, except for this goblin. I'm gonna keep
And I
that,
still
basically.
have all 20 arrows.
Alright, so that was not gonna hit. Alright, next
So
up.
what is my... How
You're at
much?
9. You're at 9.
Yeah, max HP.
Max
Alright,
Max HP. I'm
next
at
up is
9 and I'm
Dave.
still down an arrow. Got it.
Now
Dave
that I
is
remember
pissed. Dave is pissed.
Dave is pissed. I'm sure it's Dave.
Dave is so
it's
mad
Dave.
right now at this.
I'm
Well,
sure.
this battle isn't going very well. I'm pretty sure he's
there's a-
dead.
Actually, the battle is going very well.
There's a wrinkle through
There's
the
a
world.
wrinkle in
Suddenly it's
time.
like,
There's
what
a
happened?
wrinkle in time, and all of a sudden you guys are fully
Give me
healed.
that thing. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame. You're going to need this.
Okay.
On the goblin right in front of
What
me,
do I have to do?
you have to make a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay. That is 19 plus 2, 21.
Wow. Okay, thank God it's a cantrip.
Wow.
All right, Harkana, you're up next. You
Well-
have one that's bloodied and 2 that are perfectly
We just
fine.
used the
Yeah.
time stone and just went
Yeah,
back.
basically. The DM flew down on his angel wings and hit the retcon button. On this room. Everybody was fine.
Do 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 do.
Well,
Majora's Mask
Harkana, what
style.
would you like to do?
oh, I'm still liking being away from them, but I think that my dagger's going to be more accurate than my short bow.
Probably.
Since
You
it's
won't get
accurate
disadvantage.
under 20 feet.
I
Should
would-
have thought about that.
Yes, I would
Anyway,
suggest
so I'm like, forget that. Pull out my dagger and again take aim at the second nearest goblin.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
So it's 16.
16 is going to hit, deal damage.
Alright, and then how does that work?
You roll,
Just roll.
that.
That's damage plus
Plus-
your dexterity.
What is it though?
That's the amount of damage, HP they're taking away. That's
You're
damage.
dealing damage against him.
They can-
How does this die work?
What do
Oh,
you mean?
the top number. So for you, that was
It's like any die number that's
Yes,
up
but
high.
it's for that.
I
it
never
looks weird.
noticed that. It's
Okay,
just...
you dealt
this
2
is-
plus dexterity.
Thank you. 2 plus dexterity makes 4.
Okay.
Thank
so
you.
You did
Like,
4
I
damage.
can see like 2
All right.
out of 3 sides. Maybe
he's
it's the
pretty,
same, but
he's
I never
pretty bloodied
noticed.
as well. Next up is Tyr.
Now
you
I
have
get
one
it.
that's really bloody,
Tyr,
one that's
thank you.
almost as bloody, and one that's perfectly fine.
Kill these mother
I'm gonna
goblins.
I'm gonna
Please, kill
I'm gonna
them.
kill the one. I'm gonna try to kill the one that's in front of me because I'm getting really pissed off at it. Maybe next round, if they're not all dead, I'll rage.
Just start doing a sneak attack.
18.
That'll hit. Which one are you attacking? The one you hit the first time?
Yeah, the one
Okay.
that's freaking bloody as butt. 12.
You take your great axe and you actually hit him with the flat end of it, but it launches him into the wall and he actually splatters.
I stand there
Well
and
done.
point and laugh. That was amazing.
Hey, Ray, are you
All right.
I love that one.
are you proficient with that great axe?
Yes, I am.
When you are going to hit them, you should be adding your proficiency bonus as well.
Oh, shoot.
Guy who's played D&D more than me doesn't know this.
All right. Next up is
That's a
the
new
goblin
thing,
that
buddy.
is alive
That's
but
a new
hurt.
thing.
He is
A
going to.
proficiency with weapon things.
He is.
That's what you
He is
just
mad that
determined now.
you've just done
All right.
that, and he is now going to attack you.
Oh, we have a second.
That is a critical fail. He trips
Which one's he
and rolls
proficient
on the
in again?
ground and then gets back up, but he just misses in trying to do the attack.
If
you look
he
embarrassed?
rolls past me, do I get an attack of opportunity?
No, he didn't roll past you.
Oh,
He
that's
just kind of
flat on his
he kind of stumbles,
I'm
but he
not-
gets
I'm
his
not quick
footing
with it,
back,
no.
so he's
That
not
would-
prone.
That would be hilarious.
All right, next up is a
That's
third
so-
goblin who is going to also attempt to attack you.
Because I think it was the gnome showed me.
That
what
is
one I was proficient, I
a
think.
9 versus AC.
No.
All right,
No,
he
actually,
whiffs.
it's your class.
Next up is Dave.
Dave's going to cast
You have
Sacred
one that's real bloody and one that's perfectly fine.
I'm going with perfectly fine guy
Okay.
who's probably standing in front of me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame again because
Go
I
ahead.
want to see this mother burn.
All right.
Oh, what am I doing? You're making a dexterity saving throw.
12.
No, my
Okay.
DC is 13.
All right. So
should
what
make it.
did you take?
I'm
Oh.
dealing 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
You take 5 radiant damage.
Okay, he is really bloodied.
You should make your cleric sound like some of the pro.
Next up is
I
Harkana.
hold sacred flame here.
Next up is Harkana. You have 2 goblins that are both about equally bloody.
I guess I just, want to get back in there. I was inspired by the splat against the wall and took up my rapier again and charged at the bloodied one.
Alright, go ahead and roll d20.
And I pull out
Plus dexterity.
16 plus dexterity is
plus
18.
proficiency.
18,
Plus
that is
2
going to hit.
20.
Go ahead and deal damage.
Did you say plus dexterity?
Yeah.
She's also proficient with it, so it'd be plus
strength.
4.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, I super
Let me just say, your natural roll would have hit, so it doesn't matter what you really added.
D8. That's not the one.
So, go ahead
That's a
and...
Where
10.
are you, stupid
That's
rapier?
it.
Rapier has finesse, so yeah,
Okay,
she
so
could use her
dexterity
dexterity
could work either
modifier,
way.
so that should be a plus 4.
I rolled 4.
Oh, she did roll 4.
Okay.
Plus dexterity, so you...
You're using your rapier?
6. I used my
You
rapier.
stab him through the heart and he's dead.
Yes! I'm
Alright.
so enthused with this.
Next up is Tyr. You have 1 bloodied goblin.
Well, I'm gonna run at that bloody goblin and
Can I-
kill the fuck out of him.
Sounds good.
What do you need to look up now?
The road thing, I didn't.
So,
I didn't actually get to look at it.
22.
22 versus AC is definitely going to hit.
Alright, I'm gonna aim for his neck.
Okay.
That is 12.
He no longer has a neck.
There.
Or head, for
That's
that matter.
better.
Or a head. Or a body. Well, he does, but it's disconnected. All these goblins are dead. You are now in a room with 3 dead goblins.
Cool.
Yay.
Let's loot their
Let's
butts.
Okay.
Let's
Well,
loot
let's
their
get out of
butts.
here.
You
Guys.
find on each of them a scimitar and a short bow.
Scimitar and a show.
Can I?
Yes, so
Can
there
I-
are 3
can I-
goblins, each with a scimitar and a short bow.
Can I loot their arrows?
Sure.
How many arrows do they have?
One of them only shot an arrow once, I think, so... One has 19 arrows, 2 have 20 arrows each.
Okay, well, yeah. Frick yeah, dude. So I have like 80 arrows.
Hey guys, let's get out of here. Let's try
Some of
another
those
door.
arrows.
Can I use their swords as throwing weapons? Because I can imagine that goblin scimitar is small, and a Goliath is usually around 7 to 8 feet tall.
Yeah, they don't have the thrown property, so you can't. Sorry, Ray. I'd love to let you have it. Alright, so you now are in a room with 3 dead goblins, then there's only one way out through the door you came.
Yeah, Dave is walking out the door.
Okay. Are the other 2 following?
Where are you going? These are good eat. You can eat. Look,
You
we
go
can
right
fire.
ahead, buddy. I'm going to go into
They
the other
taste
room.
good.
I follow
promise.
him.
Alright, you guys go back out into the room. The door closes behind you, much like the one did when you walked into the room.
And Tyr's walking out eating a leg of goblin.
Are you going to tell me?
Across the way, you see...
Sure, I'll take another half a foot of my string. I still didn't write all of
Hey,
that down,
Harkana,
so I
you
don't
want
know
to
how
tie a
much
string
string.
to the door handle so we don't go back through that door?
Interestingly
I tie
enough...
a knot on this.
Interesting
This
enough.
string also has a knot with it.
Interestingly enough, the string and chalk are still on that door on the other end from you.
Chalk?
There was no chalk. That's
Sorry,
the reason there's a
whatever your
string.
candle...
I took the candle, put it
They're
back
both,
in my-
So
it's still laying in
interesting-
front of that door, and the string is
That's
still
to say,
on
he
the
took
handle.
back his
I took the
candle.
candle back,
There's
put it
only
back.
string, and
Anyway.
the string I tie on this
Hey,
door has a knot.
All right,
One
okay.
knot.
All right.
Okay, let's try another door.
Which door would you like to try?
The one on the right. I
The
don't
one-
want to walk
the
all that
one-
far.
Our right or
Our-
right from the door where we came in?
Literally the right where we're standing now.
Okay, door
So the
12.
next
I
door to the
don't
right?
want to walk far.
You
Let's
lazy.
just go in a...
So
All right, you
lazy.
walk
Let's
into
just
the
go
door
in.
to the right. The room is lit by an embedded torch. A tall stone with an engraving sits in the center of this room, and seems very difficult to read.
Can I do a perception check?
Certainly.
Alright. I got a 10.
You can't make anything out.
Guys, I don't think there's much in this room.
Alright, well, I'm going to try again to understand that language on the door, or on the wall.
Okay.
Are you trying to
On
use
the engraving?
my voice
No.
for your character?
I'm trying to sound like an 80s radio announcer. Now back to the news.
All right.
That'll be a 19.
19. All right. You read the stone. It says, "A reminder of 2 decades of misery that beget the land. and how we wish we could have reversed time those 2 decades to defeat the evil that overtook us before it ever happened.
Is there anything fascinating about the stone that it's on?
No, it's a stone with a carving. The most interesting thing is what's engraved on it.
I yelled out to him, "Did you see anything on the stone?"
Can I punch the stone and try to
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can punch the stone, try to break it.
Sounds
I
like
wish I
fun.
had paint this stretch.
Yeah, right?
That is an 18.
18, you
Plus
punch it,
two.
you punch
So
it, and the
14.
stone breaks apart.
Nothing else?
Nope.
Oh.
Alright.
Well,
Okay,
Yeah,
Yes.
again, I call out, "Good job. Did you see
Okay,
anything on the
Dave's gonna
stone?"
leave this room.
Because I know I didn't.
I feel very unfulfilled right now. I don't know what I'm...
Dave's leaving the room.
Okay.
Because
walking
clearly
out
there's
too.
nothing in here
All right.
special.
You walk out the room. The door closes behind you, much like it has the past 2 times.
I tie another one that says 2 knots.
Okay? Or would you like to go now?
To the right.
To the room to the right?
To the right, to the
Yeah.
right, to
Okay,
the
hold
right,
on.
to the right. I dance my way to this room.
To the left.
Okay. You walk into the room on
I
the
like
right.
to have
in this,
fun. Don't
in this
judge
room,
me.
the room is lit by an embedded torch and contains a treasure chest and nothing else. The chest is not locked.
Check for
wait,
trap.
wait. I would say, yeah, I'm gonna poke the chest with my mace. Just
Okay.
kind of poke it.
Maybe we should check for traps first, rather than just poke at it, because
How big
what
is
if
this
it's what if it's poison?
It's all the rooms you've entered in are identical.
So it's
Okay,
just 10
so
feet.
Tiny 10
You'd
foot
think
room.
we'd see a trap.
Yeah,
in this-
but it could
Maybe,
be it could be
unless
magic.
it's
Fine, I'll do a
hidden.
perception check.
Okay?
I got a 20. Well, it's a 17 plus 3.
Okay. You don't notice anything.
I'm poking the chest with my mace. Back off, Goliath boy. Back
All
back
power
off,
to
you
you.
Goliath.
I'm just back in the
I
mouth.
poke it with my mace.
Okay, you've poked a treasure chest.
That's
Listen, where I come from, those damn kobolds do things like this all the darn time. And you walk up to it, and then you poke it, and there's a trap there.
The chest eats you. No, it doesn't.
There are
fun. And then we have all the
chests.
fun.
There are creatures.
I
So
know.
Okay,
I know.
so I just...
fuck it. I'm just gonna open it.
Alright, you open the chest. The chest is empty.
It's an empty chest.
Can I punch the chest?
Sure.
Why?
7.
A 7? Okay. You punch it, nothing happens. It doesn't even
Dave's
move.
leaving this room.
I'm gonna come out and say that I don't like this at all. This
Well,
feels
neither do
weird.
I, but we need to get the story moving, don't we?
Yeah.
Alright.
I walk out the door while they're talking.
Alright.
I'm bored.
Okay. You are out in the room, and then do the 2 of you follow?
Yeah.
Okay, you
I
guys all walk out.
follow cautiously.
The door closes behind you. You are now back in the main chamber.
I tie 3 knots on this door.
Are the strings from the air door still there?
Sure.
Well, which
Yes,
room
they
do we
are.
I have a bad
Do we
feeling
want to check the
about
one with the
this.
dead orcs or the one with the broken statue?
Yeah, let's reopen one of the doors.
All right, let's do the
one with
statue one
statue.
because it had nothing. So we turn back to the left and immediately go in that door.
Okay. You open up the door and enter the room, and the broken pile of rubble is not there.
Oh boy.
This room is lit by an embedded torch and appears empty.
I'm gonna do a perception check.
Okay.
19.
You notice that it's an empty room.
All right.
I walk out
what?
again. This
Yeah,
is
I'm walking
boring.
out. I'm walking out again. You and your boring thing.
I like to have fun.
So you guys leave the room?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna lock the gnome in this. in, the,
All right.
in the room of boring. Anyway.
Takes a scimitar.
Okay. You have
Okay.
left,
All right,
You
do
have
we
left the
want
room.
to check the other room again or just do a
you have
new
left the
room?
room and the door closed.
Okay. I open the door again just to look in rather than enter.
Okay.
So we just came out.
Okay, he peeks back.
So
I'm
you-
peeking back
you
in the door that just closed.
Okay. So you open it up. The room is dark.
Where'd the torch go?
Can I light one of my arrows on fire?
I'll say I
and
have
shoot it in there?
candles.
That sounds more fun. Can he do that?
Sure.
I want to
I'll
see
say there's
that.
torches all around the room. Just do that.
You pull back on the string. You release the arrow, the lit arrow into the room. As soon as it enters the room, you cannot see the arrow anymore.
Oh, snap.
Or the light.
Oh.
Tyr takes this moment to about face and start walking out of the room, going,
What?
"Nope,
Well, it's a good thing we're not in the room. We
We're not
just
in the
looked
room.
at the room. Are we closing the door?
No. I want to do something. I'm
Okay,
gonna,
you do something. I'm gonna stand back and watch you.
I'm
This is-
going
this is
to
looking cool.
poke my mace halfway through the doorway,
All right.
and then I'm going to pull it back out.
Okay. You do that, and it's as if you did it in any other room. It just comes back out, nothing.
So it didn't
Wait.
disappear when it went in the room?
No.
What?
Well, you couldn't see it, but it didn't, go away. You didn't lose part of your mace.
Okay, I'm gonna walk in the room.
Okay, you walk in the room.
Bye, suckers.
You cannot see anything. You were in complete darkness.
I stay behind and wait for him.
Well, even with dark vision, I can't see anything?
That is correct.
Oh, shit. Great. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame and just shoot it in front of me.
You cast Sacred Flame. You can tell you've cast Sacred Flame, but it doesn't light up the room.
Standing
It's
on
still
my head
dark.
in impatience.
I don't think this is such a good idea, guys. I think that we should duck out of this room.
I'm gonna start feeling my way around the room.
Can we
a little
see
bit.
him in the
Okay,
room?
Cautiously.
I'm going to...
With my
Can
mace
we see him
forward.
in the room?
Okay, yeah.
no,
I'm
you
doing
just see
something
darkness.
here.
Thank you.
I'm
I'm
gonna
standing
take
on
my
my head in
mace and
impatience.
feel in front of me as I walk around the room.
Okay, you walk forward with the mace, feeling about... You can tell that the room is the same dimensions as every other room. You hit the wall with your mace and realize that this room is just about 10 feet.
So it's just like their rooms. There's nothing really in here I find feeling around.
Not poking around with your mace, no.
While he's doing that, I'm getting impatient,
Can I do
so
a-
can
can
I
you like
just
a
take my
perception
lantern
check?
and
Sure.
walk in?
Okay, I got a 17.
You are feeling around the room, and you find a switch on the lower wall, or on the lower part of the wall.
I press
and
it.
then, okay. And then you also find another switch that's about at your height.
There's two switches,
There's two switches in the room, yes.
and are they right next to each other?
He said
No, they're-
lower one,
lower
and
one
then
and
one
higher
about
one?
your
Yeah, they're
chest.
not right by each other.
I'll press the higher one.
You hear a clunking noise, but nothing else happens.
Did we hear the clunking noise?
Yeah, it kind of echoes around.
Okay, can I hit the bomb switch again?
Sure. Oh, you hit it already?
Okay, no, I'll just hit.
If you
I'll
hit
the
it
first one.
already, you can't move it again. You can only move it once.
I'll move the bomb one then.
Okay, you hear another clunking noise that reverberates through the chamber. Nothing else happens.
I call out, what are you doing in there?
I found these switches that I just decided to press, but nothing's happening, so I think I'll just come back out of the room now.
Alright, you leave and the door closes behind you.
By its own accord.
Yes.
They've always been doing that. This entire time, they've been always doing it of their
Right.
own accord.
Which...
Alright, do we want to check any of the other rooms again now that we heard loud
Let's check
clunking?
the exit. The
The
string
one-
thing.
The exit, the one we entered in?
Yes, the one we entered. This
Okay,
one
we
in the
go
very
to
beginning.
we go to the door without any knots on it, and we open that one. The one,
The door... Oh, the one with the string tied on it.
the one with the
knots?
string without knots.
Okay,
the one we entered in. To begin
you open
with.
up the doorway, you do not see outside. You see another room that has a chest in it.
Is it open or closed?
It is a closed chest.
I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay, you don't need to roll for damage. It's not that health point.
I'm not rolling for damage. I'm rolling to see if I can hit it. But whatever.
Yeah, you shoot it, and the arrow just embeds into the chest.
Okay, I'm gonna pull my arrow back out and back away slowly.
Tyr rushes in.
Okay.
I just
and
stand just inside the doorway. I'm just
backing
watching
out as
right
soon as
now.
he's doing this.
I shake a little bit, and they shake a little bit more, and I put my hand slowly on the chest, slowly, and I tap it once, and I put my hand away,
Pretty sure
Nothing
nothing will
happens.
happen because
Just
that arrow
just
just
don't
thumbs
think the
right
chest, you
into it.
and I put it back slowly again.
Ray, you
And
realize
I
Open the
open
dang
it
thing.
slowly.
As you open the chest, you find 90 gold pieces inside.
Perception check on the gold.
I don't blame you. It's the kind of thing I would set a trap in.
10.
It's gold.
you want to split the gold, bud?
I've walked up right next to you and being like,
or you just
am
gonna
I going to
take it all
grab
for
this
yourself?
for you?
Yeah, you guys can have 30.
Reach in and grab it.
Okay, you each get 30 pieces of gold. Add that to your inventory.
We exit this room, I guess.
Okay, you all
I like
exit.
that idea.
You exit the room and the door closes behind you.
Let's do one we haven't opened yet.
All right, do we want to go to the right or the left? Either one's open. And we're not walking any further than
Okay,
that.
the third door we've opened. How many doors have we opened so far?
We've opened 4, including the one we just... That was the
Okay,
entrance
let's
door.
go to the fourth door we opened. And do the one
We walked directly to the left.
and on the left.
We just opened this door that used to be the
Yeah,
entrance.
because we've been doing
Now
rights.
we go to the left and open the door between that and the last door.
Okay, yeah, the last
So
door.
you're opening the door directly to the left of
To
the
the
door
left of
that
the
you just
entrance
left.
door that we just left.
Okay. You open up the door and you see the broken remains of the stone carving.
What did we do?
We've set off the rooms are rotating.
Hold on. So
Or the
that
room itself is rotating, I should say. Or they're
which
just magic.
wait. So without
How
closing,
did you touch the switches? Now we're all backwards.
Dude,
hey, you guys, stay in this room. Stay in
The
this
chest?
room.
Can I just rip the
Stop.
door? Can I rip the door?
No, you can try it.
What do you? What's,
Guys,
what's your
stay in
idea?
this room. I want to try something, and while they're still in the room, hopefully that door doesn't close and do anything, I run and do 1, 2, 3. So I run 3 doors down to the counterclockwise direction and open it up and take a peek in. I want to see what happens 3 doors down taking a peek in.
You open the door and you find one of the open chests.
Leave that door open. Leave that door open. I'm going to go to the door facing the door that she's at from the big circular room. I'm going to go to the door to the right and open that one while hers is still open.
You open the door and you see a room of perpetual darkness.
Open our door, bud, while we have these doors open.
Wait,
Alright, which one did we just
they've
We've opened the one that says A.
I was gonna say he's in the one that says A. I'm in the one to the next to him that's checked. This one hasn't been open, and that's the only one not open.
I'm gonna open
So the one to the left of me.
You open the door, it's an empty room.
He's right.
Wait, hold on. So
I was gonna say he ran right.
So wait.
My left.
So actually, Ash, I'm sorry, I gotta retcon this. The room you enter in is not the dark room. You enter the room that appears empty.
Okay, I'm leaving my door open. She's leaving her door open.
Okay, and Ray goes to the one there. He opens the door and sees the room that is in perpetual darkness.
Doing that.
Okay,
Okay,
that
helps knowing.
leaving their doors open. I'm going to close my door, and then I'm going to
You
open
cannot
it.
close the door. Well, if you leave the room, the door closes.
Okay, I leave the room.
Okay, the door closes.
I'm going to open it again.
Okay, it's the same room.
I'm going to now go to this room right here while you guys still have your doors open and look in there.
You find the corpses of 3 goblins.
Okay, Mandy, your turn. Or I guess I could just keep
I was
going.
going to say I'm just standing there.
All right, well, you
scratching
guys hold
my
those
head.
doors open. I'm going to go to the next one.
Okay, you are back in the room with the broken stone.
I'm going to move to the next one.
You are in a room with an open treasure chest.
And the next one.
You enter a room that opens up into a larger room. In this room, near the entrance, you can see 2 walls that have lowered, and there are 2 chests, one on each side of the room. At the far end, there are 2 doors, and there's also a skeleton in between the 2 doors.
Hey guys, I think I found the way forward.
Alright, I walk out of my room and run over to him.
God, let's get out of this nonsense.
Alright, you guys are all now into this room.
I'm going to open the chest on the right if someone wants to take the one on the left.
I got the one on the left.
Okay,
All right.
Ray's going for the one on
I
the
stand
left.
in the
I will
doorway and
start.
watch him.
You open the chest on the right, you find a morning star, a potion of healing, and a black wand with a ruby-infused blade on one end. In the chest on the left, you find a sickle, 2 daggers, and a potion of healing.
Am I allowed to walk in
I'm not
and just pick
proficient
up
with
some of the
Morning
bones
Star.
off the skeleton?
It
try
is
that?
a full skeleton.
I know. I
Okay.
just want to just try
So
and
Mandy's
grab
going
some
over to
bones
the-
off of that skeleton.
Okay, you walk up to the skeleton, and let me see if I can find the thing.
Well, I can't really use the morning star.
I am going. If you're going, so you're wanting to search the skeleton essentially.
Yeah, I want to search it, see if I can maybe pick up a few of the
Okay,
bones.
you search the skeleton. I mean, you can pick up the bones; they're just bones. However, you also see he's holding a sign, and this sign says "Choose wisely."
Oh,
Oh,
great.
fun.
He is sitting between 2 doors.
I'm making a perception check.
Okay.
That's a 16.
There is a skeleton holding a sign that says "Choose wisely" with 2 doors.
I hate
one on his
I
one on
really
his
hate
left, one on his
smartasses.
right. The doors seem identical.
Okay.
It says choose wisely.
Well,
I
we'll
don't
choose
know
it
if that's
wisely.
very wise to do.
If
what?
we open both of them, at least one of the choices will be the wise one.
Well,
the other
if
one
we
have-
choose both of them, we might get a double death. A double dose of death.
We could get an ogre coming out of one door while the other door leads the way we were supposed to go.
In
So
which
why
case,
bother
we just
facing
run
the
through
ogre?
that door away from the ogre. See?
I don't like this idea.
I do not like this idea that
You
much.
want to just
can go ahead.
If
and
you can
open
figure
both
out a
doors.
way that we don't just randomly choose one, I suggest both at the same time.
She's challenging us. Let us do it.
Why is choosing just one
So you're gonna
without?
open both
I
doors?
was gonna say.
I'm
dude,
gonna reach if I can. I'm gonna reach across.
The doors are too wide for you to.
Yeah, that's-
hold
You
both
can
of
open
them.
one of the doors. Miss, open both doors.
Sure, fine. I'm game
No, sorry,
with that
sorry,
as
let
long
me
as
say that again.
someone
You can
is
open
willing.
both doors. You.
I can't
dumb.
open both doors. I have to have at least one of you guys
All right.
on board. If you guys don't
Okay,
have
okay,
a better
we get
suggestion, I'm
Eeny, meeny,
listening.
miny, mo.
Knock yourself out.
That's not a better suggestion. Okay, so he seems willing. We go and I take
Okay.
the door on the right. He takes the door on the left. And because there wasn't really anything but eeny, meeny, miny, mo, we swing them up and the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm way the hell back here,
Okay.
pointing my crossbow.
Can I open the door and ready an action at the same time?
Sure. You open the doors on the count of 3. For a second, you can see into both rooms. The room on the left holds 3 sleeping goblins. In the room on the right, you see 2 figures. One tall, thin, and hooded black. The other, a direwolf. As soon as you see this, the door on the left closes and you cannot open it again. The door behind you also closes, and you cannot go back the way you came.
Well, we made a mistake. Okay, let's
Good job, guys. Good
We're about to
choice.
die.
Hey, did you have a better way to do this?
Yeah, just open one of the doors.
Oh, this room,
How big is this room?
40 feet far and about
Right.
20 feet wide. This room houses a drow sorcerer with a pet direwolf. The door on the far end is locked, and the drow holds the key. The door behind you is magically sealed by the drow to prevent opening back up and leaving. The drow notices you and says, "Ah, yes. I was beginning to wonder if our disturbance of the crypt would go noticed. As you can probably gather, I, Varuta, a follower of the dark arts of Xarthemis, have discovered how to break the seal to the crypt. I have found the final resting place of my dark master, to bring him the ultimate gift, and now serve here in these hallowed grounds, defending him." And now you will roll initiative. Ray, I'm going to give you advantage since you readied up.
Oh, look, I got a 19.
Okay, so we definitely don't want that one. A 14 for me.
I got an 8.
21.
Hey, how much experience did we get for fighting those goblins, by the way?
Each goblin that you kill gives you 50 XP.
So
So
we got
you
150.
got 150 XP. First up is Harkana. You have a direwolf and a drow.
So I take out my short bow and I take aim at that dire wolf.
Okay, go ahead.
That's 9.
9 is not going to do it. You aim too high. You
Okay.
overshoot him. Yeah.
Hit the wall.
All right. Next up is the direwolf, and he is going to charge you and try to bite you.
Cool.
10 versus AC.
It's too low.
He bites the air. You
Roll out of the way.
You roll out of the way, and he misses. All right. Next up is Tyr.
You know, I'm going to try to throw a dagger at the dark elf.
Hi, you.
Varuda.
Yeah.
Varuda.
Yeah. 21.
That's going to hit.
That is a 2 plus 4, so a 6.
6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next up is Varuda. And Varuda is going to retaliate against you for that. He draws out his hand crossbow, and then he is going to try and take a shot at you. 8 versus AC.
Nope.
Okay. He shoots, and you kind of lean, and it goes over your right shoulder. All right. Next up is Dave.
Dave the Barbarian.
Also, the drow's looking not super great, but like he's still standing strong.
Screw it. I'll cast Sacred Flame at him. Why not? Because he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. 17.
Yeah, he beat it.
All right. Does he take half damage, or how does that
No,
work?
it has to hit.
Well, Sacred Flame.
He has to
You
succeed
shoot
on
a
it.
Sacred Flame at him, and he just kind of holds out his hand, and it disappears before it hits.
Sorry, guys. That was a
All right, next up is Harkana.
Well, having rolled out of the way of that dire wolf, I turn back to it and jump at it, rapier drawn out,
All right.
and 22.
22 versus
Wait,
AC.
she
then.
rolled a natural 20.
So you do
Nat 20.
double damage.
So you do double damage, yes. And
so
you
double
do
damage of
you do
whatever.
hit him.
Here's how it works.
Thank
You
you.
roll the die twice, and then you add whatever one you're using. You're using the rapier, so
Got
then
it.
you add dexterity. This one.
That's a 3, and a 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9.
9? Okay. You get a good solid hit on him. All right.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's actually up next, and he's going to attack
I've hit him
you.
twice, and he's still doing good.
All right.
He's gonna hit you now.
Yeah, probably. I was just lucky to dodge that last time.
That is a 20.
Yeah.
All right, so with his bite, that is a... Ooh, wow. That's not going to be fun.
Say, how badly am I hurt?
9 damage.
I'm down. That's
She's-
it.
That's
That's it.
Well, you're not dead. You're
No,
just
I'm not dead.
down.
I said I'm down.
All right. He gets a good bite. He sinks his teeth into you, picks you up, and kind of shakes you around like a chew toy, and tosses you against the wall, and you are in a heap on the floor.
I'm just lying there limp.
Next up is Varuda. He's going to run at him.
Wait, where's my attack? I think you've forgotten about me, right?
Did you?
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he does
you
go
are up
before.
next. Sorry. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna get really pissed off at that wolf
Okay.
and
Thank you.
blow myself into a blind fury.
Okay.
Using rage.
I'm using rage. And
Very nice.
So I think you guys know that I gain advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay.
Melee attack using strength gains bonus damage, roll, and resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
I think it's +2 right now.
Yeah, it's +2.
So to your damage.
So I walk up to the wolf, and I have my axe in one hand, and because I'm big, I'm slamming against my other. I draw back like I'm a batter about to take a swing at a baseball.
All right.
Do I get to go again?
What'd you get?
You know.
3 plus, so a 9.
You swing and you miss him by a hair.
Do I at least get to cut like a hair just kind of...
Yeah, a hair comes off. One single hair comes off and floats into the wind. Next up is Varuda, and he's not pleased that you just attacked his favorite dire wolf.
His only dire wolf.
His only dire wolf.
It's too busy with you guys to care about me attacking it.
He is going to pull up his crossbow and take aim and shoot at you again. 15 versus AC.
That is gonna hit.
All right.
Do I gain some... I gain resistance to piercing damage.
Which means you only take half damage.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is good. Means you won't
That is
die.
good.
He deals 5 damage, so that's actually only going to be 2 damage.
I accept that damage.
All right. The arrow thunks straight into your shoulder.
And in his blind rage, he doesn't even feel it.
Yep. And next up is Dave.
I'm actually thinking about what page is that? This is why I wish I had the spell cards. Spell cards are super handy. Thinking about casting a spell is what I'm doing.
My handy dandy spell cards.
Okay, I'm gonna place my hand on the wolf and cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
So making a melee spell attack against it.
Okay.
On a hit, the target takes 3d10 necrotic damage. I am not playing around with this little thing. That is 14.
Attacker wins, right?
Attacker wins.
Go ahead and deal damage.
Oh,
now we know it's AC.
Yeah, that's right.
That's cool. So 3d10.
He's rolled 3d10, so it might not matter.
So 6, 13, 20.
He is very bloodied. Next up is Harkana. I need you to roll for your
I don't
A
know
saving
what
throw.
your
Okay.
saving throw,
Okay,
death
well,
save.
a death save. What
A
you're doing
D20.
is you get 3 successes or 3 fails for death saves. How this works is you roll a d20. You don't add any modifiers or anything.
Yes.
If you get 11 through 20, it's a success. If you get
1 to 10.
10 through 1, it's a fail. If you roll a 1, you get 2 fails. If you roll a 20, you get 1 hit point, and you're back in the game.
Okay. 17?
That's a success.
All right. Next up is the dire wolf. The dire wolf is going to retaliate against the man that just harmed him, so he is going to attempt to get a good bite
Thank God I have my
on
shield.
Dave. 13 versus AC.
Nope, without my shield, he's going to hit me.
He jumps at you to try to get a good bite, and you throw your shield up in front of you, and he just kind of bashes his face into that and backs away a little bit.
This is what I want to do, alright? I want to grab the wolf up by its back legs, on my heels, swing around, and then throw that wolf at the drow.
Yeah, we're gonna do a strength contest.
Go bad for the wolf.
What's my HP?
Your HP?
Yes.
It's still 0. If you
It's
get
gonna
3
say-
successes, then
What'd
you
you
get your 1 HP.
I got a 10,
Got
but
it.
I get advantage, don't I? So I can roll again.
That
Oh,
makes
yeah,
On
strength
strength
checks, yes. Yeah, don't forget to add your strength modifier.
Oh, so 20.
20, including your strength modifier?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So you pick him up by his
40
hind legs,
feet.
and you're swinging him around,
And throwing you 40 feet.
and trying to throw
At
him
the
40
drop.
feet. I'm going to need you to do a athletics check for me. You get advantage because it is a type of strength check, I believe.
That's 17 plus 9.
17 plus
my
9.
God.
Alright, you throw him clear across the room. However, because the room is 40 feet long, the drow definitely sees what you're up to and is going to try and make a dexterity saving throw to dodge.
If I wasn't unconscious, I'd stand there amazed.
The drow manages to jump out of the way and not get hit. However, the dire wolf is thrown straight into the wall on the far end.
Yes.
I'm going to need you to roll some damage
I
for
think it's
that.
a D4 for bludgeoning.
Yeah, so roll me a d4.
8.
He crumples to the floor in a heap dead. You have killed this dire wolf.
Well done, my boy.
I wish
well
I could
done.
have seen that. I still wish I could have
Now,
seen that.
Varuda is up next, and he is seething with anger.
Oh god, if he starts casting spells, I blink.
I still have my.
There's a spider.
I
Where?
still have my axe.
On the ceiling. Where else am I running away
please,
from?
it's a little guy.
I don't care.
Okay. He is going to take his hand crossbow up and attempt to shoot at you again. That is going to be a 7 versus AC.
Nope.
In his blind fury of rage, he shoots wildly and it misses and hits the far upper corner of the wall.
Can it hit
and
the
splatters
wolf?
to the ground.
Can it hit the tire?
Nah.
Maybe a
It was
critical
good.
fail.
It was good enough that he didn't get close to you, but not bad enough that he's his precious wolf. Next up's Dave.
Okay.
You have one bloodied, angry drow.
Oh, I'll bet he is.
I know what I'm going to
Kiss
do
my rump
next.
to the Mortosaurus.
If it gets to you, which it probably will at this point.
Yeah,
'Cause
probably.
you've got one wizardy boy and you've got a downed.
Okay, let's try this again. Sacred Flame. He's making a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You
18.
don't even need to bother. It beat my...
All right. He
So-
does the same thing. He throws up his hand, and essentially this flame sputters to nothing before it hits him.
Cool.
So I want to.
Next up is Harkana.
I'm
Yeah, this is...
I'm
Stop
still
jumping on me, Ray. I gotta say
trying.
who's up next.
3.
3? All right.
failure.
So
That's
take
a
a failure.
failure.
Next up is Tyr.
I want to rush towards him. I want to grab my knife from him. I want to knock him over, and I want to stab him in the neck.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a dexterity versus you doing athletics.
He was running at him. It's not just strength here.
20.
He almost gets out of the way, but you manage to grab his cloak and haul him back. You pull out the knife, and then I'm going to need you to try and attack him with it.
13 plus 6, so that's 19.
You hit him.
5 plus 2 plus 4, 11.
What's the 2?
The 2 is my rage bonus.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was going to say...
You thrust the knife in so hard that your fist ends up in his body.
Yes.
The knife has gone through, and the blade is stuck in the floor
Again,
underneath
I
him.
wish I could have seen this.
All right,
I'm missing so much fun.
you have a dead direwolf, a dead drow, and an almost dead companion.
Yes.
So-
yes, you do.
Can I rush over to
How
her real
much
quick
is-
and stabilize her?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you're gonna need to do a medicine check.
13.
13. All right, you stabilize
Get up.
Harkana.
So you don't...
He shakes me
you
and
don't
I
do
come.
that
I'm
anymore.
like, what? What?
All right,
What
so
happened?
you now
We
have.
can take a short rest and gain HP back if you want.
Can I go
Wait.
loot the drow?
First, how much experience did we get?
Oh yes, from the direwolf you gain 200 experience.
Each?
Yep,
Okay.
Crap.
and the drow gives you 50 XP.
200.
We're at 400. We're level 2.
Are you guys gonna take a short rest, recover some HP before you do anything else?
Yeah, and we gotta get our
I'd
level
like
2
to. I'm
stuff.
still confused.
We just leveled up, by the way. We're
Yeah,
level
you gain like
Same.
you gain
So
a
we
thing or
can
two.
So I gained
Oh, I gotta
additional
look up
spell
that thing or
slots.
two.
You
on-
also all need to roll to
So-
add to your maximum
You
HP.
take your-
You don't gain any health back, but you get
1d8.
a higher
1d8.
maximum.
Whenever you level up, you do your hit die plus your Constitution modifier and add that much to your maximum.
Okay, and we're at level 2 now?
We are at level 2.
Your HP is determined
4
by
plus 1 is 5,
that's a D12.
plus
Never
9
mind.
is
I
14.
forgot barbarian. Yeah, are crazy.
I basically get a double attack now.
As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer censoring the undead.
I should be able
Each
to remember
undead
what
that
a
can
rogue was. I
see
played
or
a
hear
rogue.
you within 30
The rogue,
feet must make-
you're going to get, yes, you get cunning action is what you get. Your quick thinking and agility allow you to move and act quickly. You can take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat. The action can be used only to take the dash, disengage, or hide action.
Whenever I
never
use
did a thing.
a spell of first level or higher to restore hit points to a creature, the creature regains additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. You only get spell slots back at long rests. So
That is correct.
I have 2 spell slots of first level right now because I gained an extra slot. Oh, Channel Divinity and Preserved Life.
Oh, that's right. Clerics like get a bunch of stuff.
Oh, I can only use a Channel Divinity once per day. All right. Choose any creatures within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points
Oh,
amongst them.
I'm glad I totally remembered my sneak attack. Wow.
This feature can restore a creature to no more than half of its hit point maximum. So what next?
As
Short
everybody-
rest?
as if
Short
everybody's
rest.
ready.
All right.
So what is it, like 1d12 plus Constitution or something like that?
It's your hit die. You get to expend 1 hit die, which we have 2 now because we leveled up. So we have 2 hit dice. We can expend as many hit dice as we want to heal ourselves.
Up to your maximum number.
And
of
you
hit
can
dice.
roll one, and if you're not satisfied with that, you can roll another one. But you don't have to roll all your hit dice. You can spend them until you feel like you've spent them.
I don't think you get them back though until a long rest.
Not until a
Damn.
long rest.
We're gonna re-roll that one.
I don't like this whole.
Are you freaking kidding me?
How much HP
You
you
have to take
regain there,
it.
bub?
3.
So you're gonna want to roll your d8s.
Okay,
Can I just
so-
drink my health potion too?
It's
If you want.
What does that do?
You don't
Is
have
that
all your dice.
1d?
do you?
Health, potion of healing. You regain
Okay,
2d4
there it is.
plus
Oh,
2
yeah.
hit
It's
points.
nearby. Alright, so I'm rolling it.
The potions when liquid goodness when agitated.
That's 8
So
HP
4.
you're adding, and you can use another d8 if you want,
7
or you can just stick with
plus
that.
2. 7 plus 2.
I'm gonna try
9.
sticking with that for
9.
now.
All right,
And
I
then
could
plus 3, so
heal
I'm
you
regain
by
Good
full
enough.
health.
Where'd you? Oh, 3 from your.
Because until the
doing
long
that.
rest, I only have 1 more of those, right?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna gain
I don't think
6
you're allowed to go
HP
outside,
back.
are
So I'm at.
Not in
Not that
front.
door because
She has to go in the back on-
Oh my God, Ashley, you're such an idiot.
Hey, guess what, guys? I'm back up to full health.
I'm ready to go if you guys are.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
No, we're
So you
absolutely-
guys have taken your short rest.
Yes.
All right. You awaken back up. You're in this room.
But we don't have
For-
to sleep.
Oh,
per
whatever.
se.
You're
We're just
chilling
resting.
here.
I took a nap. Can we loot the bodies real quick? Because I
Sure.
really,
You go
I
ahead.
both wanna look at what the drow has and take the wolf's pelt so I can sell it back at the market.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or make a
Obviously, the
profit.
direwolf doesn't have much other than its body to give. So whatever you want to take from that,
So can I?
like you said, the pelt.
I'm gonna take its pelt.
Gonna pull a Dracaris and skin it
Can I get some prime meat off of it?
if you want.
Knock
Yeah,
yourself
eat up,
out.
eat
Ash,
up,
do
my
you
friend.
get the joke?
Oh God, Ray, I love you. You're my boy. You're my boy.
All right. On the drow, you find a short sword, a hand crossbow, and the key to the door at the far end of the room from where you entered.
I don't really want the hand crossbow. Does anyone want the hand crossbow?
No,
Mandi could probably use it as
Sure.
a regular crossbow. Hey!
she has a short bow. But I mean,
So you now have the short sword. You have the hand crossbow. and
Yeah,
then you
I'll
guys
take
have-
the hand crossbow.
Then you guys have the
because
key to
my
get out of
short
the room.
throw. Yeah, the hand crossbow now gives me some proficiency with
Okay.
that crossbow. So now I've got 2 proficient weapons. Also, I plucked the eyes off the direwolf.
Okay.
They looked pretty good. Stick them in
Okay.
with the bones.
You have strange.
I am a
I-
collector of body parts.
welcome to Mandi.
I'm stealing body parts. I'm just gonna take the meat, but you can have. Give me
Knock
those
yourselves
eyeballs.
Okay.
Give me them eyeballs.
Okay,
So
let's
you guys
keep
have all
going.
that stuff set down?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, are you gonna leave the room now and to the next continue on?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you unlock the door and open it up, and you find a room. In this room,
Oh, weird.
directly to your left is a stack of crates. On the other side of it is the door back into the previous room. The door is locked, though. The key was with the goblins inside. Directly in front of you is a pile of rocks, and then over in the far corner that's directly across from the other doorway is just stashes of pottery and ceramics.
Where's the door on the other side of
Did you
the
say,
I know, dude. I hear ya. Please. I've mastered this.
please stop?
Ray, I've mastered this. Just calm down.
And on the back wall and on the left wall of this room, the room that you're entering, that's if you're looking at the room that you're entering in being the front wall. So you have this wall, back wall, left wall. Surrounding the pottery are 2 doors.
Can we see if there's anything in the crates?
I feel like
You search the crates, they're empty.
I'm gonna do a perception check. 19.
You notice the stack of crates, the vases, the rocks, and 2 doors.
God, he's got nothing interesting hiding in these rooms. I swear to
No,
God.
he doesn't. It's kind of boring.
What happened with the
All right.
crates?
I'm gonna go examine the rocks. I guess.
Okay.
Just shift them around a little bit.
Go ahead and do
What happened with the
investigation check.
Okay.
I already looked.
Great. I have minus
Yeah,
1 on that.
nothing happened. Got it. That's
3.
why I was asking. I
3?
didn't hear
Yeah.
it.
Pile of rocks.
Great.
Well,
You want to
my years on the mountain have taught me that rocks aren't always as they seem.
Okay.
Can you
So-
Do you
Can
want
you
to
move those
examine these
rocks?
for me? Because I can't discern anything.
Hmm.
I live in the city.
We're gonna look at the rocks.
Okay.
Listen, I'm good at punching things. I'm good at...
Did you roll a 1?
He rolled a 4.
I rolled a 4. It would have been funny if I rolled a 2 or a 1.
I'd have laughed.
Alright, well, as you said, you're very good at noticing rocks, and you definitely see these rocks.
Would you like
You know, you're all over there. I'm gonna look at these rocks too. Probably
Okay.
nothing will happen, but hey. A nat 20 and investigation plus 2. 22.
Alright,
I really look at
you
these
notice
rocks.
you notice that hidden
I look through them cracks.
underneath the rocks, there is a trap door that
Cool.
opens upward.
You
A
got
trap
it.
door.
I was gonna say.
So a door for each of us. I got the one underneath the trap door.
She's the one who noticed it. I feel like she should get the trapdoor.
The trapdoor looks more fun than those 2 regular doors
Alright.
just sitting in the wall.
I'm going to take...
I want this trapdoor.
Well, should we examine these all together as a group one at a time, or should we all go through our own doors and split up like a bunch of plebs?
Leroy Jenkins!
So you're each opening a door then?
I guess I'm opening my own door. Fuck you all.
Okay. So you're taking the left door, and then...
And then I lift my trapdoor and just...
Tyr is going for the back door.
I
and
poke
then
my head
Harkana's
down
gonna-
and look around.
Okay.
I'm not going to quite enter the room. I just
Are
want
you
to open
guys
the door
opening
and peer
them simultaneously?
Yep.
Yep.
3,
3, 2, 1.